We'll take one step closer to the Imam of our time, learning from one segment of a hadith of the Commander of the Faithful, Amir al-Mu'mineen. When I was preparing the lecture, we all know about the history of the Wiladah and the birth of Amir al-Mu'mineen to be in the Kaaba. We know of it. It's a good reminder, but I thought, let me take this one segment and focus. For that segment, let's start with an introduction. Some of the parents in the audience will agree with me on the following statement. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 more kids. One of your kid, very easygoing. From the time of birth, easy. When they grew up, very easy. You didn't know, suddenly they turned 18. Like, what happened? How did this age, 18 years pass? Marriage, early marriage, easy. Their career, easy. Everything about them was easy. On the other hand, we might have some kids, everything for them was difficult. From the time of birth, it was difficult. Labor, it was difficult. When they were born, the first 6 months, all night they were awake and all day they were sleeping. Alhamdulillah, Allah has blessed me with 4, so I had a good share of both sides. Their education, every day, phone call from the school. Your son or your daughter did this. Next day, again, your son or daughter did this. Every together, every day. When they're about to start a college, this major, this, that, the other, again, problem. Marriage, you thought it's going to be easy. It wasn't. It was very difficult. Everything about them was difficult. Well, let me think to myself right now. Keep this introduction in mind. Let's look at the hadith from the life of the Imam. In the Battle of Jamal, I really want you to keep this introduction in mind. Battle of Jamal between the Commander of the Faithful, Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, and Aisha. One of the companions of Imam Ali alayhi salam was on the ground. Last couple of breath. He's about to die. He has served his Imam. He's about to become Shaheed. He defended the Imam of his time. He's about to finish. Imam comes to his head. His name is Zayd ibn Sawhan. Imam comes to him. وَبِهِ رَمَقٌ. Again, couple of last breath in him. فَوَقَفَ عَلَيْهِ أَمِيرُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَهُوَ لِمَا بِهِ فَقَالَ. He came to his head. He's done what he could do. Again, serving the Imam of his time, defending physically, battle. فَقَالَ رَحِمَكَ اللَّهِ. May Allah have mercy. يَا زَيْد فَوَاللَّهِ ما عرفتك إلا خفيف المؤونة كثير المعونة. By God, when Imam swears, it shows the importance of the statement he's about to make. By God, I don't know you except to be خفيف المؤونة and كثير المعونة. I'll come into explanation of it. Remember the introduction? That first kid, everything in the house, he or she will do it. You don't have to tell them to take the plates, put it in the sink. They know when they get up from the table, they take their plates, and they are helpful in the house. They come, they look around, and they do things in the house. You don't have to tell them. And the other kid, mashallah, not only they do not help, they're also a burden to the house. You have to keep reminding them about their daily chores. That is a necessity. It's nothing that you're asking them to do something extra. Let's talk about kathirul ma'una. You will get what is khafiful ma'una means. Imam says, Zayd ibn Sawhan, in that moment, Imam could describe him in so many different attributes, so many different traits and characteristics. Imam focuses on these two things. We want to learn from the life of Amir al-Mu'mineen, celebrating his birth tonight, and see our relationship with the Imam of our time. At the time of death, will Imam al-Zaman come to my head and say, thank you, you were khafiful ma'una and kathirul ma'una? Or he will come there and say, no, not you. What are these two statements that Amir al-Mu'mineen uses it to describe this soldiers of his? Kathirul ma'una. What is ma'una? Let's go to the dictionary. A'ana, sa'ada, abide, advocate, approve, assist, feed, fuel, help, maintain, preserve, promote, support, help to advance, support or defend, back up, stand by. These are all the definition of ma'una. Aiding, helping, supporting, motivating, advocating, trying to bring people together. This is i'ana, when you help someone. Imam says, you Zayd ibn Sawhan, in this moment, you were kathirul ma'una. I, as Amir al-Mu'mineen, for me, you had so much ma'una, you had so much aid. So if we know kathirul ma'una, what will be khafiful ma'una? You were not burdened on me. Remember again the introduction. Some of your kids, they are burdened on you. You have to worry about every single thing that they do. You know, even smaller kids, some of the smaller kids, they walk around, they play, they run. But some, they run recklessly, like they don't know where they're running. Suddenly they run to the wall. As a parent, you have to always be careful for them. They become a burden. Give you personal experience. My last son, some of you remember, Ali Hadi. Right now he's 13. When he was 2, 3, he used to bite badly. Like he would bite to take a good chunk of the meat out. Like this is, he wouldn't bite normal. So every time we would come to the center, suddenly we hear a scream of a baby. We knew it. Ali Hadi bit someone. It was completely obvious. So he becomes what? I mean, he's a kid. And I know where the traits come. I used to bite him myself, mashallah, with his cheeks. My wife and I, this was a burden on our minds. We always have to make sure Ali Hadi, and it was obvious, he would walk, the way he would walk toward his prey, it was obvious he's about to take a big chunk of his, something that he's biting, hand or cheek or face or something. This person becomes a burden. We had to be very, right now, he's the complete opposite. The most extreme, introvert, shy person you find Ali Hadi. To go and visit Imam al-Rida alayhi salam, inshallah, this year. So inshallah, he sat in a chair by the window. Somebody sat next to him. He's like, I don't want to sit next to anybody. I just don't want to sit next to anybody. It's me only. You or... And somebody stranger sat next to him. He's sitting like this. He's like, oh, what's happening? I told him, just relax. It's fine. Kids can be a... Imam says, you were aid to me. Not only aid, kathirul ma'una, your aid toward me, the Imam of your time, to this deen, it was abundant. And you were not have to worry about you. That you will go left and right. That you will deviate. That shaitan will influence you. I knew that this will be good for you. The verse that I began with, chapter 47, Surah Muhammad, verse 7. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who have faith, O you who have believed, If you help Allah and tansur Allah, Allah, He will help you and make your feet steady. This ma'una, this i'ana, how much do I aid Allah? How much do I aid Rasulullah? We read in Surah Al-Hashr, verse 8, وَيَنْصُرُونَ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الصَّادِقُونَ. Let me analyze 2025. My focus, my primary goal, what I tried to achieve in 2025, what was it? Was it all about the materialistic well-being and keep up with the 3 dot family, with the latest model of clothes, purses, shoes, tablets, devices, houses, cars, so on and so forth? Was that my main goal in 2025? How much of 2025 I thought about doing something for the cause of Allah, Rasulullah, Ahlul Bayt, and Quran? How much I had this concern in me? Can Imam Zaman tell me that you are kathirul ma'una, that you have aided me? How do we aid Imam Zaman? What kind of aid Imam Zaman wants from you and I? So we won't be a burden on him. Rather, we will be aid for him. How much Imam Zaman has to worry about my aqeedah and the aqeedah of my family and my husband and my wife and my children? Alhamdulillah, my son's married, the oldest one. Alhamdulillah, he was not a burden. He went. Blessing of Allah and Ahl Bayt, nothing of mine. Everything that I have is all tawfiq from Allah and Ahl Bayt. Nothing that I have done anything for it. Completely from them. Alhamdulillah, he's doing it. I'm not thinking, what's going to happen with him? What's going to happen? His aqeedah, his deen, his salah, his ziyarah, his studying, this, that, the other. No, I know, alhamdulillah, he's moving where he has to. How am I to the eyes of Imam Zaman? Mustafa is scrolling, and Imam Zaman is worrying what he will see next. The same thing as us parents, we care what our kids see. Which alhamdulillah, and inshallah, all of us parents, we care what our kids see. Say inshallah. Yeah, I know not all of you. Yeah, it's obvious. We give them these devices, they go to their rooms. We don't know what they see. Some of us are very, very concerned. What is he seeing? Who is he befriending? Who she's befriending? What she does, what he does. As a parents, we care. Because we want to raise a generation that are good, kind, religious, pious, muttaqi, successful. We care. Sisters, we lost them. They are a burden on the speaker. Those sisters who speak, they are a burden. And those who, mashallah, which majority of you are listening, you are good aid to the speaker, that you help them to continue. How can we aid the religion of Islam? How can we aid Imam al-Zaman? Number one, I shouldn't be a burden. Meaning, Imam cares about your aqeedah and my aqeedah. Imams of Ahl Bayt came to this dunya to do what? To teach us the aqeedah, to teach us the right and wrong, and help us be on the haqq until we die, because they know we have a shaitan that will try to deviate us. Imams of Ahl Bayt alayhim salam, as our parents, they don't want us to deviate. How many parents, even though I'm not here, I receive phone calls on a weekly basis while I am in overseas. Parents concerned about kids. We don't know what to do with our kids. It's a burden. Well, am I a burden for Imam al-Zaman? How much have I cost Imam al-Zaman? How many decisions in my life I have made those decisions which was costing the Imam? I was kathirul ma'una. I was burden on the Imam and I was costing him. He had to bring all of the resources for me not to fall. How much stress have I given to the Imam? Or every Mondays and Thursdays, when the book of our a'mal and the book of our deeds is presented to the Imam, will the Imam say, oh, alhamdulillah, this week he was good. This week she was good. This week, no. Salah, إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. أمر بالمعروف نهي عن المنكر. Not even one page of Quran, not even one lecture, not even attending one majlis on one dua kumail, on one salatul jum'ah, nothing once a week for my spirituality to be enhanced. You would worry. If you see your kids are growing up and they're not praying, or they don't pay attention to Salah, Allahu Akbar, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, one day yes, one day no, one day 10 minutes before Salah becomes Qadha, they're fasting, music, everything haram. You really have concern. What should I do? What I have done wrong for this kid to be like this? It's a stress. It's a burden. My aqidah, my ahkam, my akhlaq. There was a couple, they called me from our own community. This past Muharram, I was in Florida. Just got married, about 2 years. They called me. I tried to talk back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Tried to bring them together. Tried and tried and tried. It's just not even 2 years, almost a year and a half. I told them the last shot I had to save this marriage. I told them, every time that you are fighting with your spouse, think of two people standing and they're watching you. Imam al-Zaman and Shaitan. This is part of our belief that whatever we do, Allah sees, Rasulullah sees, and the Imam of our time. This is Quran. وَقُلِ اعْمَلُوا فَسَيَرَ اللَّهُ عَمَلَكُمْ وَرَسُولُهُ وَالْ. Sisters in the back. Everything we do, according to the Holy Quran, Allah sees, Rasulullah sees, and the Imam of our time. I told them, every time you're about to argue, every time you're about to fight, every time you are to have an issue, think Imam al-Zaman is standing and Shaitan is standing. Who will be happy with this argument, with this fight, with this bad temper, and who will be upset? You know, one of them told me, within our own community, almost 30 years old, he said, who said Imam al-Zaman is there? He said if Imam al-Zaman was there, he would have done something about all of these battles that are happening in the Middle East. Since he's not there, he's not doing anything, then he is not there. I told him, so end of the conversation. I don't know how to communicate with you anymore. If you don't believe in him, standing, watching you, according to the Holy Quran, everything that you do, well, I don't have anything in common with you anymore. May Allah bless you. The only thing I can do with you after 3 hours of free consultation, which always we do, nothing in return, only thawab, alhamdulillah. I told him, as-salam, khalas. That becomes an action plan. As soon as I'm about to leave the house, my hijab, my business, my salah, my Quran, my relationship with my wife and husband, my relationship with my kids and my parents, my relationship at school, my relationship at work, everything, Imam al-Zaman is watching me. Will he say, come on, don't, please? The same thing as we parents, we say to our kids, please don't do it. Come home early. Don't sleep late. Turn off your phone. This is bad for you. Eat your vegetables. Eat good food. Don't eat snacks. This is what we do. Imam al-Zaman is doing the same thing with us. Be careful with your akhlaq. Be careful with your aqidah. Be careful with your Quran. Be careful with your salah. But unfortunately, I am completely somewhere else. I am so much trapped in the life cycle of dunya. And again, I remind myself, following 3 Dot Family, online reality shows, I'm trying to keep up with the 3 Dot Family. I forget Imam al-Zaman is there. I forget Deen is there. So I become a burden on Imam al-Zaman rather than aid to Imam al-Zaman. I have given you again action plan. Think of it. When you go home tonight, think 2025. You achieved something. You did things. You spent 365 days of your life on something, focusing on something, working towards something. You had a goal in mind. What was it? Was there any religion, religiosity, spirituality? Everything was about the materialistic life. Achieving what we can achieve in this dunya. Nothing wrong with achieving dunya. Nothing at all. Achieve dunya. Be the best of the best in the field that you are in. Have the best of the best. Possess best of the best. Nothing wrong with it. But don't be possessed by that thing. Have it. But make sure that thing doesn't have you. All of your decision in 2025 was based on what? Satisfaction of Allah, Rasulullah, and Imam al-Zaman, or was all based on satisfaction of other people? Uncle, Amme, Khale, Khalu. Who was it? If I would have died December 31st, 2025, would Imam al-Zaman, this is a reminder, would come to me and say, okay, thank you. You did what you could do. You were kathirul ma'una. You aided me to the best of your ability. What is the best of the ability? Number one, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. Did you try to protect yourself and your family from hellfire? That's the bare minimum. As a father, as a mother, did you try to keep your family, your children, yourself, your spouse, be on the right path? Or no, forget about people, forget about me. It's just about survival. Sheikh, you don't know, you've been out of the country for a year and a half. You don't know about inflation. I told you, I know. I know about inflation. I know about every little worldly problems that you go through, even more than that. I know it. But should I put that as my main concern? The only concern, alhamdulillah and inshallah, none of us say inshallah. People don't like to say inshallah. They forgot that we have to say inshallah. Inshallah. For some people, I had it traveling to another planet last week. Another planet, there are beings, their only main concern is the bills end of the month. That's it. Food on the table, something that they eat, and the bills. That's their main concern. Those people, none of us inshallah. For their kids, activity, very good. Alhamdulillah, nice. We need our kids to be activity. But the same amount of time and hours that I spent on their education, which we must, did I put on their religiosity? Did I get them a tutor for them to teach them ahkam, akhlaq, tafsir, nahj al-balagha? We have people overseas that they can do the job. Alhamdulillah, some parents have gone to the trend of hiring a tutor for their kids to learn Quran and the recitation. Perfect. That's one step. But that's where we should stop? No. Recitation of Quran, understanding Quran, memorization of Quran, understanding tafsir, understanding Nahj al-Balagha, understanding Sahif al-Sajjadiyya. These are something that we have to be involved. These are what we have for our salvation. When was the last time I opened Quran? When was the last time I opened Sahif al-Sajjadiyya? When was the last time I read a segment of Nahj al-Balagha of Amir al-Mu'mineen? When was the last time? I read it, I listen to lectures, I take notes, dinner table, share it with my family. قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ أَهْلِيكُمْ نَارًا. The same thing that you and I, all of us, we did when Corona came. Every day we sat together with our kids. Make sure when you go out, don't touch the doorknob. If you came, make sure you sanitize your hand. Make sure you don't, if somebody is coughing, distance yourself. Every day we reminded them because it was a deadly virus. Well, you are putting your kids every day in a public school. Every minute of that is a deadly virus. Immune them and send them. If they're not immune, I know that because the ending, it's where they come to Sheikh, they need some kind of dua, which is too late. Ask yourself this question. 2025, right now, what is my plan for 2026? Very good day to start. Beginning of the year, some of you had New Year's resolution. Losing weight was definitely one of it for so many people. Heading to the gym. Also, another set of people had that mind to go hit the gym. Okay, next. This 1 year, how can I get closer to the Imam of my time? For me to become kathirul ma'unah, خفيف المؤونة. If I think about it, if I plan for it, okay, Islamic centers, how much I have participation in it? How much do I attend? How much do I support physically going to the majalis? How much do I support financially? In my homes, is my home a home that will be clapped by Imam al-Zaman? Or Imam al-Zaman says like this, oh my God, this home again. All fight between the married couples, wife and husband. All fight between the parents and the kids. Everything is a chaos and mess. We become a burden on Imam al-Zaman. First, we start, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara, our own family. Then it is responsibility for all of us to expand this to the broader community. Kullukum ra' wa kullukum mas'ulun an ra'iyatih. We all are responsible toward the next generation. I'm responsible toward your kids, and you are responsible toward my kid. You are. We both are responsible. When we see, mashallah, alhamdulillah, a blessed community with so many young generation and kids, we all are responsible. Whatever we learn, we must sit and teach. One comment here, good comment. One amr bil ma'ruf here. One word of encouragement. One word, and we build this community together. What will happen? What will be the reward? The first reward, the smile on the face of Imam al-Zaman at the time of death and on a weekly basis. Every smile of Imam al-Zaman when he sees that you are aiding the religion, aiding deen, aiding mu'mineen, aiding the community, that smile worth millions. You cannot put dollar sign next to it. Imam says the next reward, قال أمير المؤمنين علي ibn Abi Talib عليه السلام, salawat by his name, كما تعين تعان. When you aid, you will be aided. When you help, you will be helped. If you help Imam al-Zaman to protect yourself from all the seditions of Akhir al-Zaman, if you help Imam al-Zaman by protecting your own aqeedah and the aqeedah of your children and the aqeedah of your family and the aqeedah of your community, you aid. You do that, guess what? Imam al-Zaman aid into your life. You will see the hand of Imam al-Zaman in your life, how your life is getting better day by day by day. Financially, health, from every aspect of your life becomes something different because you aided the Imam. That will aid you back. كما تعين تعان. غرر الحكم of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Action plan. Ready for it, yes or no? Thanks to 2-3 sisters that they said yes. Everybody else is not ready. Are we ready?